flames that move through your soul, Leo, have been stirring silently in the background, waiting for the perfect moment to rise. And today the universe whispers that the time is near. There is a vibration surrounding you, subtle yet undeniable, a sensation that something hidden is aligning, preparing to shift your path in ways you cannot fully see but can certainly feel. Your spirit, ruled by the sun, has always known that illumination comes only after walking through the shadows, and now those shadows are dancing at the edge of your awareness, daring you to look closer. This awakening does not arrive in the form of an obvious sign, but rather in delicate threads of synchronicity, in dreams that linger longer than usual, in sudden emotions that catch you off guard, in the faces of strangers that seem familiar, as if echoing a memory from lifetimes ago. There's power in these moments, Leo, for they are messages written not in ink, but in light and silence. They remind you that your journey is not only about external victories, but also about the secret corridors within your heart that you have yet to enter. The energy that surrounds you now carries the duality of fire, capable of destroying what no longer serves you, but also igniting the truth that you have always carried within. It may feel unsettling, as if the ground beneath you shifts without warning, but this is only the cosmos preparing you for a doorway that is about to appear. Behind it lies not only answers, but also challenges, revelations that could both heal and transform. And the question is not whether the door will open, but whether you'll be ready to step through when it does. Your emotions may intensify in unexpected ways, rising like waves under a full moon's pull, but do not fear them, for within their chaos lies clarity. The tarot whispers the image of the tower, yet instead of ruin, it shows liberation, walls crumbling only to reveal skies you never thought you could reach. The oracles hum in the background, ancient voices reminding you that destiny does not always arrive gently. Sometimes it shakes you awake with thunder, demanding that you see beyond what your eyes have grown comfortable with. Leo, the universe is not punishing you. It is inviting you, testing whether your inner fire burns strong enough to guide you through the unknown. There is strength in your roar, but there is also wisdom in your silence, and both will be required in the days to come. The path ahead may appear veiled, and yet every flicker of intuition, every subtle pull on your soul is leading you closer to something extraordinary. What awaits on the other side of this awakening is not something that can be explained in words, but something that must be lived, felt, and embraced fully. And so, as this day unfolds, the question remains not whether destiny is coming to meet you, but whether you are prepared to meet destiny halfway, with courage in your chest and fire in your gaze. For the story is only beginning in the most powerful chapter. The fire within you is restless, Leo. It has been waiting behind layers of patience, behind the masks you wear for the world, behind the expectations that others place on you, waiting for the moment when silence no longer feels like safety, but like a prison. This energy is not ordinary. It is ancestral, karmic, and deeply woven into the cosmic threads that hold your destiny together. As the universe aligns in ways both subtle and overwhelming, you may sense that your life is shifting toward something larger, something that defies logic but resonates with every part of your soul. There are nights when you cannot sleep, not because of worry, but because the invisible currents of energy keep calling your spirit awake. There are mornings when the sunlight feels sharper, as if it carries messages meant only for you, coded in warmth and brilliance. You may notice your dreams becoming more vivid, more symbolic, echoing with images of fire, of doors opening, of paths leading into golden forests or toward vast oceans. These are not random. They are maps of your inner landscape, guiding you toward what is awakening inside. The tarot places the card of the magician before you, Leo, reminding you that you are the bridge between the seen and unseen. You are not just waiting for destiny. You are co-creating it with every thought, every word, every spark of courage you release into the world. But this power is double-edged. With it comes responsibility, the need to direct your energy with intention rather than impulse. The universe whispers, do not waste the fire on fleeting battles, for a greater war of transformation is being prepared. For you, one that requires focus, strength, and above all, trust in yourself. And yet, not everything is clear. The wheel of fortune turns, and with it comes uncertainty. Will you rise with its motion, or will you resist, clinging to what you know, even if it no longer serves your soul? The choice is yours, but the turning is inevitable. Sometimes, Leo, you must let go of the familiar in order to embrace the extraordinary. The people around you may not understand this calling. They may see only the surface of your actions, not the deep pull that guides them. Do not let their doubts silence your roar. There will be trials. Yes, not all revelations arrive with beauty. Some come wrapped in endings, in the collapse of old patterns, in the uncomfortable truth that what you thought was eternal may have only been temporary. But within those endings lies your rebirth. Like the phoenix, you're not destroyed by fire, you are remade by it. This is your gift, Leo, your eternal truth. You do not fear the flame, you are the flame. And when the shadows rise, it is your fire that banishes them, your courage that lights the path not only for yourself, but for those who look to you in silence, hoping for your strength to guide them. Even now, energies stir around you, weaving threads of possibility. You may notice synchronicities that feel too exact to be coincidence, numbers repeating, names returning, messages arriving at the perfect moment. Pay attention to these, for they are the language of the universe, soft. Whispers from realms beyond, urging you not to ignore the signs. Your intuition, sharper now than ever before, will be your compass. Trust it, even when logic cannot explain. Especially then. Leo, there is a sense that you stand on the threshold of a hidden door. Behind it lies a path into yourself, into memories, buried not just in this lifetime, but across generations. Ancestral energy rises, carrying both blessings and burdens. The karma of those who came before you echoes in your veins, asking to be acknowledged, to be healed, to be transformed through you. This may feel heavy at times, as if you carry more than your share, but remember, the universe does not place fire in those who cannot bear its light. You were chosen, not cursed, to break cycles and ignite new beginnings. And so, the days ahead may reveal truths that unsettle you. Friends may show hidden faces, secrets may come to the surface, your own. Heart may reveal desires you never dared to admit. Do not turn away from these revelations. They are not meant to wound you, but to awaken you. For every hidden truth uncovered, a new light enters your path. For every mask removed, another layer of your soul is freed. This is how the door opens, not in a sudden blaze, but in small moments of courage that accumulate until you realize you are already walking through. The question lingers in the air, like smoke rising from sacred incense. When the fire calls, will you answer? For soon the choice will no longer be distant. It will arrive at your feet, demanding your roar, demanding your courage, demanding that you remember who you truly are. The stars are aligning, Leo. The whispers are growing louder, and destiny is closer than ever. And as the night sky stretches above you, as the flicker of unseen flames dances within your chest, one truth remains undeniable. The story has only just begun, and the next turn in your journey is waiting, hidden in the fire that longs to awaken fully. The air around you feels charged, Leo, as if every breath carries both a weight and a promise. Perhaps you have felt it in small ways already. An unexpected silence in familiar spaces, a shiver when nothing touched you, a moment where time seemed to slow and the world bent just slightly out of shape. These are not accidents. They are the tremors before the awakening, the subtle movements that prepare your soul for what is coming. Within you lies an inner chamber rarely opened, filled with memories that are not entirely your own. Ancestors whisper through your bloodline, their voices rising now because your fire is strong enough to hear them. They speak of cycles unbroken, of patterns repeated through generations, and of the moment when someone with courage and vision will break the chain. That someone is you. Their shadows linger not to haunt, but to be acknowledged. Their blessings press forward not to control, but to empower. And yet, Leo, it is not always easy to carry such a weight. At times, the responsibility may feel unbearable, as though the expectations of countless spirits rest upon your shoulders. But remember, you were never meant to carry it alone. The universe itself moves with you, aligning the right signs, the right people, the right moments, so that even when you feel isolated, you are deeply accompanied. The fire within your chest does not burn aimlessly. It is directed, purposeful, like a torch illuminating the dark hallways of your destiny. The closer you come to your own truth, the more resistance you may face, not just from the world, but from within yourself. Old fears will rise, asking if you are truly ready. Old wounds will reopen, testing whether you will choose healing or retreat. But your nature, Leo, is not to run from fire. It is to step into it, to transform through it. There is a sense now that you are being drawn to doors you have not opened before. These may appear as opportunities in your outer life or as visions within your inner world. Pay close attention to the symbols that recur around you: a key, a flame, an eye, a circle. These are not coincidences, but invitations. Every symbol is a signpost, pointing you closer to the hidden path you are destined to walk. The tarot places the High Priestess before you now, a reminder that not all knowledge comes through words and not all truths can be explained. Some must be felt, intuited, trusted without proof. You may find yourself torn between what logic insists and what your intuition knows beyond question. This conflict is not a mistake. It is the crucible in which your wisdom is forged. Each time you choose the whisper of your inner voice over the noise of doubt, you step more fully into your power. The nights ahead may hold strange dreams layered with archetypes and visions that stir something ancient inside you. You may see yourself walking through endless corridors, holding a flame that refuses to die. And when you may hear names, songs, or riddles that make no sense in waking life, but leave you with a feeling of recognition, as though you're remembering something long forgotten. Trust these experiences, for they are not mere dreams but messages, fragments of the greater story your soul is unraveling. The challenge, Leo, is not whether you are strong enough. You have always been strong. The challenge is whether you will allow yourself to surrender, to be vulnerable enough to receive what the fire is offering. Power without openness becomes rigidity. Courage without trust becomes isolation. But when you balance your fire with surrender, when you allow yourself to receive the guidance woven into the very fabric of the universe, you become unstoppable. And yet, there is a shadow lingering. Not everything revealed in this awakening will be easy to face. You may encounter truths about those close to you, realizations that shift your perspective forever. Some connections may fall away, not because of betrayal, but because your vibration has changed and the bond no longer serves your higher path. These endings may ache, but they are not punishments, they are alignments. Each ending clears the way for a beginning more resonant with the fire that is rising in you. Still, the greatest question has not yet been answered. What is it that your fire truly seeks? Is it love in its purest form? Is it purpose, a destiny that stretches beyond the horizon? Is it wisdom, the kind that cannot be written in books but only lived in the soul? Or is it all of these, woven together, waiting for you to step fully into the role you were always meant to play? The answer lies ahead, shimmering like a star just beyond your reach, and the path toward it grows brighter with every step you take. For now, you stand at the edge of revelation. The universe has set. The stage, the cards are in motion, the whispers grow louder, and the fire in your chest is undeniable. All that remains is for you to decide whether you will answer the call, whether you will step forward, whether you will trust that the unknown is not your enemy, but your initiation. And as the night deepens, as the unseen energies continue to circle around you, as the weight of destiny presses ever closer, the question lingers like a flame that refuses to go out. When the hidden door finally opens, will you walk through, Leo, or will you turn away from the fire that has always been? Yours, Leo, you have carried the flame through the shadows, and now the shadows themselves bow before you. The cycle has been long, stretching across lifetimes and generations, yet in this moment it feels as if the entirety of existence has narrowed down into a single breath, a single heartbeat, a single choice. The universe has been weaving threads, in silence, unseen yet unbroken, binding moments together, preparing you for this crescendo. What once felt scattered, chaotic, meaningless now begins to form a pattern, and though you cannot see the whole design, you can sense it glowing beneath your skin like a constellation waiting to be revealed. You have walked through trials that tested your courage, endured silences that sharpened your intuition, and faced endings that carved space for transformation. None of it was random. Every tear, every loss, every spark of joy has been a piece of the puzzle, aligning you with the truth you were born to embody. And now, Leo, the hidden door of your destiny creaks open, not with thunder, not with spectacle, but with a sacred stillness that demands reverence. This door does not open to the unready. It opens only when the soul has ripened, only when the fire within has learned both to burn and to illuminate. Beyond this threshold lies not a simple path, but an unfolding labyrinth of mysteries. Some of these mysteries will take the shape of people who arrive suddenly in your life, carrying keys hidden in their words, their gestures, their presence. Others will take the form of inner revelations, quiet yet undeniable flashes of knowing that change everything you thought was solid. And still others will come as challenges, obstacles designed not to defeat you but to shape you into the vessel capable of holding the divine fire that has always been your inheritance. You're not here to live half awake, Leo. You are not here to dim your light so that others may feel comfortable in their shadows. You are here to shine with such intensity that even the darkest corners of the world are forced to remember their own glow. And yet, your light is not meant to blind. It is meant to guide. The leadership of Leo is not about domination, but illumination. Not about being followed, but about awakening others to their own fire. In this truth lies your greatest gift and also your greatest responsibility. The cards reveal the sun now, radiant and unstoppable, a symbol that has always belonged to you. It shines not just for you, but through you, reminding you that joy is not a luxury, but a birthright. This is the healing you are moving toward, the realization that even in the midst of trials, your fire can generate warmth, hope, creation. But alongside the sun lies the tower, trembling with the electricity of transformation. It warns you that structures built on illusion will crumble, that masks will fall, that truths long buried will rise with force. Do not fear this, Leo, for the fire knows how to rebuild. And what emerges from the ashes is always stronger, purer, more aligned with destiny. There is also the star whispering softly, a promise that even in the deepest night, a guiding light is always present. This is the card of hope, of renewal, of faith in the unseen. It asks you not to abandon your dreams now, not to doubt the visions that have carried you here. For though the world may not yet see it, your soul already knows. You are on the cusp of becoming, and the universe has chosen you to hold this flame. The ancestors stand behind you, silent yet powerful, their hands resting on your shoulders as you approach this crossing. They do not push you, for they know you must choose freely. They simply remind you that you're not the end of their story, but the continuation, the bridge, the one who carries the thread into a future none of them could reach. Their love surrounds you like a cloak, their mistakes become your lessons, their victories echo as encouragement. And as you step toward what awaits, their voices merge with the heartbeat of the universe itself, a rhythm that says, now, now, now. But still, Leo, a question lingers. What lies beyond the door cannot be fully revealed here. Destiny does not give away its secrets so easily. It teases, it beckons, it asks you to trust that the unknown is not a void, but a field of infinite possibility. You may feel fear at its threshold, that is natural. But remember, fear is only the shadow of power. And if you can look beyond it, if you can step through with your heart unguarded and your fire unashamed, you will find yourself entering a life so vast, so luminous, so aligned with your soul that every struggle, every doubt, every sleepless night will suddenly make sense. For now, the door is before you. The choice is yours. The universe waits in silence, holding its breath for your decision. Will you step forward, Leo? Will you claim the fire that has always been yours? Will you allow yourself to become the light you were born to be? The answer glimmers within you, ready to burst into flame, and though this chapter draws to a close, your story is far from finished. The fire does not end here. It only grows, reaching for horizons unseen, promising that the most profound revelations are still ahead, waiting to be discovered when you are ready to receive them. And so, Leo, with the stars watching, with the ancestors whispering, with the door before you, your journey continues, mysterious, powerful, luminous. The path is open, the fire is calling, and the next revelation is already on its way. If you feel the fire stirring within you, if these words resonate deep in your heart, don't let this be the end of your journey with us. Subscribe now, and be here when the next message from the cosmos arrives. Your destiny is waiting, and together we will walk through the doors that are about to open.